are you guys doing today? So today we're introducing new hotness, okay? This is the Honda 250R that I bought. I actually bought another one. It's just a frame, but we'll get into that later. So this is the one that we're gonna start on first. I guess it's gonna be like the Justin Sturgill Trucking 250R. And a little bit later in the video, I'm gonna explain to you what my vision is for this thing. So I thought I'd give you guys like a quick walkthrough of what we got right now and what we're gonna turn this into. As you guys know, first of all, this thing is red, not my style. We need to completely redo that. I'm gonna go have some fun and ride it today, so I thought I'd do this before I got it all muddy, maybe, and kind of talk about my visions and, you know, just some simple little fun things. This project that we're gonna do, it's probably gonna take a while. With Honda 250R parts, there's not very many people that make them, and they take a long time to get everything together. So I don't know if I want to take it apart before I get all the parts, or take it apart and then start working on the parts. I haven't really figured that out. Put it in the comment section, I guess, what I should do. So we'll go around, I'll walk around, I'll talk about it here for a little bit. For what I understand, it's probably been since, oh my God, 2001 since I've owned a four-wheeler. My last one was a 400EX. It was a turd. It was all stock. There was nothing done to it. Where this one has got some pretty cool stuff on it and some hard to find parts. But we're just gonna give a quick walk around on this. Alrighty, so what we got here, alright, so first of all, start off, the chassis is a roll design chassis. It is a Lobo chassis. I do not know the year, to be honest with you. I don't know. They only made them for a short period of time, and they did not make that many of them. It's got a DG front bumper on it. I bought these shocks from this guy. They're called EXIT. You know, they're set up for my weight and all that stuff. So we're probably going to keep these shocks on it just to try them. The one thing I do want to get is I got to figure out if these are Honda 450X spindles or these are 250R. I really don't know because I want to put some different brakes and all that stuff on there. Whoever had this machine before me kind of was not very good nut and bolt guy. We're going to get rid of all that. We are going to go to all titanium fasteners. Wherever I can get them made. So we want to go to all titanium fasteners. It's got some pretty good DWD rims on it. I want to go to carbon fiber rims. We're going to have to change the wheel combination. We're going to have to get some different bars on it. But as you can tell, this is it's got a, what the guy said, it's basically a 250R. It's got a spacer plate on it, so it kind of tells me maybe it's a 265 National motor. The thing runs pretty strong. It's got a Keenan carburetor on it. Again, you know, full Lobo chassis. As you can tell, it's a little bit different. There's some real janky stuff on it, you know, like the carbon's all gross and stuff, and this is broke. So it really just needs, I mean, it needs a new anti-fade nut. I mean, this thing looks like absolute poo. But this is it. So going forward, what we're gonna do with this thing, and it also needs a radiator. I don't know if you can see that in there, but it's fucking crushed in. So we gotta get that. We gotta get new plastics for it. New seat cover, seat foam. Definitely need some new handlebars. I don't like how low these are. I feel like the handlebar mounts need to be up about maybe 1.25 inches, so I gotta figure out how I can do that. Either get a longer steering stem or anything like that. But basically, my vision for this project is kinda, you know, I want to do something that I haven't seen anybody do on YouTube. There's another guy named Michael Sabo. He's building a pretty sweet 250R, you know, where I really have no budget. So, I guess we'll just kind of go over this. This thing is pretty sweet. Like this Lobo chassis, this fucking thing, it's kind of weird to ride when you're, you know, the last thing I rode was fucking 12 years, you know, a long time ago. So it's just different. So I need to get some different stuff. And then here's a question. For you Lobo guys out there, I don't know if you watch this video, there's no upper motor mount. I don't know where it goes. There's no bracket on the other side. So I don't know if Roll just got rid of that, but I guess I'll have to contact them and figure out what it is. This thing just needs to be freshened up. It does have an ESR shifter on it, shifter arm, and it's got this pretty cool, this was a Henson brake lever. If anybody knows where you can find 250R brake levers, let me know, because these guys cut this down and shortened it up and put something else on it. You know, it just needs a little TLC. I think the last time the guy rode this was like 3 years ago, he said. So, you know, we got to completely redo everything, new bushing seals. I mean, we got to do everything. So this is going to be kind of a long project. Don't get in any hurry here on my channel, just to let you know. Alrighty guys, so here is my vision for this quad. What I want to build is, like, I want to build an MX Racer, because that's what chassis I got. But I want to build one like if Honda came back and raced this in 2020, kind of what would it look like? I feel like, you know, it would have a whole bunch of like titanium trick parts on it and all that stuff. So I want to build like a super high-end luxury factory fucking race bike, okay? Now, I'm not going to have a factory motor in it. I'm actually going to go to LED Performance. And I bought a 390 power valve CEO cylinder and a complete motor from Arlen over there. I got to do that. I got to get some different stuff and just ask some questions, because I'm going to have a hard time sourcing parts. I really don't know too much. This is not a Peterbilt dump truck, so, you know, I'm kind of shooting from the hip here. But I'm going to ask some other people on YouTube. If anybody else watches this video and knows where I can get some fucking, you know, cool ass shit, you know, or somebody that could do some titanium fabrication, or we might have to take it on here, because the rear motor mount needs to be fucking all fixed and some other stuff and all that. So that's my vision, is to completely make this like a fucking factory race bike sponsored by Justin Sturgill Trucking. That's kind of my future. That's where I want to take it. So I might ride it for a couple weeks and then take it apart, or, you know, just start buying parts, and it'll take fucking forever to get there. Like, I sent the other chassis out because somebody fucking completely hacked it up, and I sent it to Roll, and they're like, yeah, dude, it'll be like $6 grand for us to fix it, and don't get in any fucking hurry, because we'll get to it when we fucking get to it. That's how a lot of these small companies work. So you just gotta kind of be patient, I guess. So we need to get some cool stuff for this thing. Get it all, you know, we're not gonna have any chrome left on this thing. I gotta figure out how to get the chrome off these A-arms and some other parts. But other than that, that's my vision for the 250R. Hopefully it'll be a fun project. We'll work on it most of the summer, and hopefully by the end of the summer, we got something badass that runs pretty fucking good. I'll put a picture of it running in here. I might get some film of it today riding around, and I'll slide it in here. But other than that, that's 250R. If anybody knows what year this Lobo is by looking at it, let me know, or I'm going to have to call and ask them. There's like no serial numbers on anything or nothing. So it's kind of like old school, like, yeah, here you go. But other than that, that's really it. So check out Instagram, Facebook, Patreon, all that bullshit. And if anybody has any cool parts that you want to sell, I'm going to need them. I'm going to need some new seat latch stuff and, you know, whatever other shit you got. But let me know in the comments section. Like always, thanks for watching, and I got to fucking...